Hey guys, welcome back for lesson 2 in science. We are going to start talking today about what happens when we mix materials. So yesterday we talked about what a solid, a liquid, and a gas is, and today we're going to mix some of those things up. So I have a couple of solids. I have my snap cubes and I have my shapes. So what do you think is going to happen if I mix those solids together? If I dump all the shapes and the snap cubes together? I'm going to mix them up, mix them up, mix them up, and they stay exactly the same. I can still see the snap cubes and I can still see the shapes. So these solids stay just like the same. Let's try mixing something else. What if I mix up salt and pepper? If I mix salt and pepper together, what do you think is going to happen? Will it stay the same like the shapes? Salt. Here comes some pepper. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. And it looks like this. So not quite exactly the same as these solids, but I can still tell there's pepper and I can still tell there's salt. So when I'm mixing two solids together, it seems like the solids just kind of stay the same. Even though they're mixed up, I can still see those two things. What about if I start mixing it with some liquids? So if I have some water, which we know is a liquid, and I mix some salt and pepper in it, let's see what happens. So let me pour my salt and pepper in there. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Good scientist has to wait a minute. What do you guys see? Can you still tell there's salt and pepper mixed with the water? Yeah, I can see the pepper's kind of floating around, but the salt looks like it's sunk to the bottom. What if I mix up just salt and water? I'm going to use a different salt because this salt's called coarse salt. I'm going to use a fine salt, see if it makes a difference. Here comes some salt. Mix it up. Can you see it? Not as much. I still see a tiny bit of salt at the bottom, but some of the salt looks like it's disappearing. It didn't disappear. It's still there. It's called dissolving. So some solids dissolve inside a liquid. Let's try out another solid in a liquid. I've got my water, my liquid. What if I put just pepper? Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. And the pepper looks like it floats. Some of it's sinking, but a lot of it's floating at the top of my glass. So here's your job. First, get permission. Make sure you're being neat and staying clean. But see what happens when you mix solids and liquids together. Do you get two solids still and you can tell what they look like my snap cubes and my shapes? Do you get a new mixture, like the salt and the water that kind of dissolved? Think about what you can mix together and what might happen, and be a scientist. Do some experiments. Have fun. Bye, guys.